She commented on my YouTube
Oh,
video.
nice.
I love the amount of research you put into your videos. Is it on? I think it's on.
It is not on actually.
Well, that helps. Usually.
Could not connect. Hey.
Do you
Feels so official. This big ass TV and
Yeah.
Look at that.
wait till it gets on the wall.
We
I
need
feel like the
some good hooks
webcam
there.
needs to be higher though.
Well, yeah, it will be eventually. I just
It's
can't.
also a
I can't
little
reach it.
crooked.
I can't reach it up there. So I think when we do that thingy on the ground that we put, we'll get like a super long USB cord that will pop up out of here
And connect.
and
right
then
there.
connect to whoever's sitting here. Again, I want to buy like an iPad or a specific computer for this room or something
Mhm.
that can sit somewhere where it's dedicated to this and it's legit. So,
Real
morning,
quick
Jackie.
question. I was just asking.
Good morning.
If we know if you have the premium version of BombBomb to send video messages from your phone through Katie Core.
Mm,
I want to say so. She said, I installed basic, but that is still showing as a grayed out option.
Who's that?
And, Elizabeth.
I have no clue.
I just.
I mean,
signed
she
up for
can-
BombBomb, but I
I'm
have the
sorry.
Full version.
It's probably on the freaking thing.
On the info.
Yeah. It shouldn't be your job to do that.
I'll tell her I'll check
Sorry.
after.
What's going on, Jackie? We'll let you rip since you're on the go.
I'm on the go. I'm sitting in front of the chiropractor's office. I'm still doing that lovely fun stuff since my accident. So anyway, I have this coming up in Lakeland. We signed the listing agreement.
You're breaking up pretty bad, Jackie.
So are you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just a little choppy.
Okay. I've got listing in Lakeland and the house in Jacksonville. This week, she's going to take pictures of the inside for me. And she's going to give the current renter the opportunity to purchase the house first.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. He pays $600 a month rent. So I don't know. And then she said the feed store guy said that he would finance it for the renter. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's still a possibility. I'll know more next weekend when she comes by to see me.
Okay.
Because she comes by Saturday and Sunday in my store every weekend. So
Okay.
she'll give me the
Interesting.
pictures and let me know. Yeah, she'll give me the pictures and let me know what's going on with the renter then when I see her.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
listing in Lakeland, I don't know that the seller really wants to sell. I think that her girlfriend is pushing her to sell. So I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but I do have a signed listing agreement. So we will see what happens.
Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah. Lots of interesting things right now.
Yes, that is for sure.
And I had heard that they're going to stop doing mortgage payment assistance in July. So that might start the short sales and foreclosures in a few months.
Mortgage payment assistance. I don't even know about that.
Chafa, I think? Is that Chafa?
What?
Chafa, is that Chafa? That's program where that was, I don't know, maybe in Colorado, they called that Chafa.
The lenders, I guess the lenders were doing mortgage payment assistance, I think, part of COVID and the pandemic and everything, and that will stop. I don't know if it was through the government or the lenders or both,
Hmm.
but that's supposed to stop in July,
Okay. Oh
So-
boy.
from what I understand anyway. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. That could be a good, but a disaster for the economy if that's the case.
Right.
Mm.
So I hear lots of things. How much of it's true, I don't know, but that's what I heard last weekend. I forgot to mention it last week on our call.
Okay. I'll have to look into that myself.
Did you buy that property? Did you buy that interesting?
I have not bought it yet. I'm waiting to get the pictures this coming weekend and see if her current renter is purchasing it or not. So I will know
Oh,
next
okay.
weekend if I am
Is that the
purchasing it.
one we were talking about last week? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Same
And
one.
that's creepy neighborhood,
Yeah.
right?
Right. And I ran the comps. I've seen everything up to 110 on that street, but all the way down to 25 grand. So
Ooh,
rents
yeah.
are
Sounds like Sulphur
800,
Springs.
900. Yeah, pretty much. It's all over the board. So I'll be interested to see what the inside pictures look like. So I might be driving up to Jacksonville next week to take a look at.
Good.
Plus I got friends up there anyway, so it'll be a nice trip.
There you go.
And that's all I got.
Cool. All right, Caitlin, let you go.
We have the house posted and everything. I did the open house over the weekend. That went well. We have had one offer in. We have a couple other potential offers coming in. So that's about it on that end. My buyers that came in that I have house reserved for them. We still just have that, or just waiting basically on the contract, the contract signing date on that. Because it's Lennar and that's however they work their system and everything. I don't have a whole lot else going on right now because everything else has frustrated me.
Did
I do.
you
have
got one buyer though, right? Potential from the walkthrough in the open house, I mean,
Yes. And then I have one lady actually I'm showing the house to this afternoon as well.
from the
She's
open
not-
house.
No, from my my post on Marketplace actually. Facebook
Oh,
Marketplace.
okay.
Mhm.
But she doesn't. Neither one of those are agent representative. For those that say open houses don't work, there's the proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Two buyers from an open house listing, essentially, right? Because you post it as an open house on the marketplace.
Nope. I
Just for
posted
sale.
The house for sale. Yep. And the lady reached out to me last night.
Okay,
about it.
gotcha. Are those pre-qualified already?
No.
So you're showing them without being pre-qualified?
The one girl, yes. The other ones came in through the open house. I just have to get with them and see if they're.
Okay. Did you ask those questions?
No.
You need to be asking those questions before you start wasting your time. Immediately upon, like the first question is, oh, you're looking for a house? Great. The house is available. This is the price. Are you pre-qualified? It should literally be the first question out of your mind. All of you.
Okay.
If they're a buyer not working with an agent, because if they're not pre-qualified, it's not worth it. And you can call up any lender at these times, and especially with our new program, you'll be able to do an app that ties to you guys.
Mhm.
So you'll have a pre-approval on your own app in like 15 minutes or less.
Oh.
They'll enter their information on your app that ties back to you, and it literally will give you a pre-approval immediately.
Will that be in KV Core or will that
No.
be-
This is
oh, it's
this is
gonna be
Deployed
separate,
Capital
okay.
Mortgages. Yeah. We have an app that you can get them pre-qualified based on their initial inputs,
Mhm.
and it will generate a pre-qualified letter for them.
Okay.
It does
Can I reach out to?
no one yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
okay.
It'll be within the next 30 days. No, we're
Even Rob, like.
no,
Well, I
yeah.
think it's really nice.
Oh no, Rob's great. We will still work with Rob too.
Yeah. That's fine.
But no, we don't have it operational yet. But like, that's what I mean. Like, you guys will have the ability to literally get people
Sample
pre-qualified
and, like,
right away.
That's it.
But yeah, that's the thing is you got to know if they're pre-qualified or not, or you're driving 30 minutes or more to the house to
Mhm.
show someone that may not have the money down. It's just total waste of time.
I didn't think about that.
That's literally
didn't
got to
think
be
that
always
was
top of mind. Because I don't
But
want you
can check
wasting
in
time.
with her this morning and see if she's pre-qualified. qualified.
You have to. I would be like, hey, I totally forgot to ask you, are you pre-qualified with a lender already for your mortgage? And same with the other person, you know,
Mhm.
because, you know, again, you guys can work with whoever you want, and then and you're still not going to be forced by any means to work with Deployed. But we're going to be able to beat everyone's rates and terms, 100%. It's not even a question. So yeah, we had great meetings with those guys over the weekend, and our LOs will be starting here as soon as we get our stuff back from the state, which should be less than 30 days. Should be.
Exciting.
We'll see. Yeah.
Do they do the underwriting too, like beforehand, maybe, as an option?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. But everything is in-house but underwriting, because underwriting is done through the lender. It's like the actual who's underwriting the note or them. So I'm sure you can. It's pretty common these days. But yeah. So you have 2 buyers that are potential people from that. I got to figure out why in KV Core I'm still getting some of these leads, because that's how I got that lead for yesterday that I tried sending to you, because I know you were working in that area too. But I don't know why I'm getting them. I know I'm in lead rotation because
Weird.
I have to be in lead rotation, but like we have to figure out the lead rotation on the Enterprise Property Boost or something like that, because I don't want to be in that pool.
Right.
But because it's in the general pool, I don't know how to freaking do this stuff. Their lead routing is so good. The only thing I still have not mastered in KV Core, which you guys as individually just don't have to worry about it. It's us as the company has to figure this out, but it drives me nuts. Yeah. So whatever. What you got, Elsie?
Well, I'm working with a buyer. I showed them around in the Tampa area last month. I got a buyer's agreement.
Okay.
But at the same time, I keep on looking at listings. You know, she's set up on a search. But at the same time, she's like, there's, oh, don't stress it. Or, I feel like she's not committed, what's kind of annoying.
Mhm.
Because during that time, I got it as a referral from one of my old colleagues. It's her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I showed them around for 2 days,
Right.
trying to get, good impression.
Sure.
Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, I got a buyer's agreement, but still the guy kind of works with finance and stuff, so he can get pre-approved, or they are pre-approved already. They don't need to sell their home in order to buy.
That's good.
So I mean, the perfect situation.
Mhm.
That's
But
why they're
then,
not. That's why they're not motivated.
I feel
To a
like she's
point.
not motivated, so it's annoying because I put everyday time in it, and I look really for properties from her search to actually, reiterate it to
Okay.
her, like, hey, look at this one with a pool, blah blah, this and that, with office space, and she doesn't even respond. But when I call her, she's super nice, and she's like, yeah, no, that's good, and the perfect house hasn't come along yet. I'm like, okay, well. So I feel like it doesn't cost me too much time. So I just keep doing it, maybe not every day, but stuff like that. So that's all I can do. Same with another guy. He says like he's buying cash from New York. He's looking for a condo on the beach. Keep on sending him stuff via HomeSnap. It's kind of easy, just same thing. I look at the search, pick the ones I think would be perfect for him, looking at tax rates and HOA and everything. But I don't know, he's either very picky, but hopefully he comes soon so I can meet him, and that's the plan. Then I got a lot of potentials, to be honest. And there's one person who I'm looking for, this new community I posted on Facebook last week. It's coming up, Cedar Brook, I think this week. So that's my next phone call I have to make sure it's going to be open for sale. Called the lady already. Look, when it's open for sale, we need to move. Quick. You need to be on the list with the lender and get the house you want.
Okay.
She wants to be in the low 300s or something. So that's running. Then there's another couple or lady. She's been looking at Hawkstone at home. She really likes it. So I have to call that community today again about the lanai, if it's covered or not, or enclosed. So yeah, so that's going. And then I got a referral. I I was working with an old colleague. She's looking in Tampa, but now she wants to look in Tampa, in Panama City.
Mm-hmm.
So via Rafael Torres, I referred her to another agent. And
Okay.
it's going, I think, really well.
Good.
She's going to visit Panama City this week.
Okay.
So it's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so things are moving. Just I need to get a sale in.
I know, right? So I want to touch on your non-motivated buyers and how to get them to shit or get off the pot, if you will,
Mhm.
as best you can without being a jerk. But a lot of this stuff, guys, comes from the very beginning meeting with them, right? And this kind of is somewhat in the university under the sales and negotiating training.
Okay.
But again, the sales and negotiating training, I always like to preface that with that is really geared towards the wholesaling side of the business, the acquisition side of buying houses, but it really can apply to any part because he's really just teaching you a sales process.
Okay.
And that's the thing that 95% of real estate agents really struggle with is a sales process, being a sales machine, which then comes with the follow-up and the lead management and so on and so forth. Hi, Beth. So to reiterate that, I don't think you can see this stuff on the screen, but I'll just do this since you guys are here.
No, but we can move the little
We can.
webcam.
I'm
Uh-oh.
throwing this one away. Keep forgetting to throw it away.
Bye, Jackie.
I always grab the same one.
Oh,
She
Shit,
hopped out. She
okay.
said she gotta run.
No worries.
You got two choices there. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm sometimes too friendly, I think. You know, I'm happy that they want to buy, and then I'm like,
So, yeah, that's okay. But there's a process that you have to have them go through.
mhm.
Hope you don't get sick on me there. So you got 3 stages of a sales process: setting the stage, impact questions, and painting the picture perfect. And so setting the stage, I think it might have been Jackie saying she had to leave. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
Setting the stage, all 3 of these things tie together. So there's not like just one thing and then you're good. And then second thing, no. Setting the stage is one of the most important things because it's where you set proper expectations, how you operate, what they're looking for. And these all go really hand in, these really go hand in hand. And then these really go hand in hand. Or that's part of it. So setting the stage, how do you like to be communicated with? Do you like text? Do you like email? Do you like phone? I prefer email or phone if it's important, right? And so making sure you have their number saved in their phone, you have their number saved in yours. What are the things, how do you operate? Are you going to set them up with HomeSnap? Are you going to set them up with KV Core alerts? Are you going to set them up with the traditional MLS alerts? How often do you like them to set up with alerts? I don't want to bombard you with stuff. If you're really serious, I recommend you set up as soon as it hits the market. We have an alert that goes out that emails you immediately. Is that okay? Yes. Great. You're asking
Mhm.
really important questions, but you're setting the stage of how the process is going to go. Great. Are you pre-qualified for a loan? Yes. Great. I need to see your pre-qualification. I need to then once I receive that and you are pre-qualified, I need you to sign this buyer agreement before I set you up on a search. Okay, before we start going and looking at property, I have to have that thing back as well. We're not just going to go look at property without those 2 things in my pocket, in my inbox, ready to go from .loop.
Mhm.
Explaining the whole .loop process to them is part of the buyer setting the stage, right? You're setting all of these things up to how you're going to run the business, how the transaction is going to go from the very beginning, so that when the bullets start flying, if you will, there's nothing coming at them that they didn't expect from the very, very, very beginning of your conversation. The setting the stage takes hours and hours and hours of time. It's not always also in one conversation. It's typically over a couple, but your first one, you're setting the really strong foundational baseline stuff. What else can we put in setting the stage? You know, how you're going to communicate with them, how you're going to set them up on alerts or stuff like that. But you're also, by doing that, you're asking impact questions in here too. What are you looking for? How many beds and baths? area, are schools important to you? I know you guys have to be very careful along those things, but like, you know, do you care about HOAs? Are you okay with HOAs? Are you okay with being on the 5th floor of a condo? Or do you want to only be on the ground floor? What are those impact questions that you can ask them? How fast do you want this process to move? So you know right out of the gate, they want it now, they want to sell now, they want to buy now. 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. What's the time frame? If I, again, and then what if I found you the perfect house? You've got all these impact questions. If I found you the perfect house, now you're pitching on picture perfect. What would that look like to you? What is that time frame? What does the bedrooms look like? What does the color scheme look like? What does the roof look like? Is it a bungalow? Is it a colonial? Is it a farmhouse style house? What is that picture perfect that you paint? Because here's the deal, Johnny, when I find you that perfect house and I call you because I found it, I want you to get excited when I call you or text you or email you because I found you the perfect house. You're painting this perfect picture by doing all these things. So when they call and email you, they know they have to act fast because as we all know in this market, especially, things fly off the shelf. Even in slower markets, things fly off the shelf when you set them up properly, have to have the proper sales process. Even when the house is in the market's in the shitter, you can still set them up to win deals better than if they're not set up this way. Now, there's a lot that goes into this. I'm giving you guys the 30,000 foot view of the perfect setting, of the setting, the stage, the impact questions, picture perfect sales process. But that is it for everything. Again, in there, it does, I think, I don't know if you or Beth, you could hear at that point, but the sales and negotiating training is based on acquiring properties, but it is literally the same process for buyers, whether they're investor buyers or retail buyers. It's literally the same process. And it's the same for sellers too. Like when they're motivated, they need the cash and quick close, but you're asking the right questions all the way through the process to know that. You might have someone that looks thinking about listing their house and you're gonna start asking them some probing impact questions. They're gonna go, shoot, you sound like you need to get out faster than I could even sell it if we listed it. You know, like, you know, you gotta know timelines right now. Again, you got a motivated seller that wants cash in a quick closing. You can still list that property most likely, unless it's in a really shithole condition, right? Even if it is, there are cash buyers dying on the MLS for deals still to this day. We submit 3 to 5 offers a day on the MLS still. We don't get any of them accepted, but hey, the idea is that you're going to know by asking some pertinent questions to them, how the process is going to go, how it should look, and what direction you help move them. Again, I know you guys can't steer, but you guys can really make your professional opinion recommendations, right? You know, if you really want to sell fast, Greg's buying. The CEO of the company is a buyer. You know, if you don't like his offer, we can throw it on the MLS. You can kind of go through that way. If they're ready to list, well, you know, you're going to have to go. Do you have someone to declutter the house for you, or do you need me to find somebody for you? Do you need someone to do a deep cleaning, or can you do that for you? Or do you need to do that, or can you do that yourself? Do you? I suggest taking, you know, a lot of the pictures off the wall to make this a little bit more neutral. Are you okay with that? You know, what are those impact questions that you need to be asking them to make sure that when you have the solution for them, you know what their problems are, and you know how to solve them. Because you've already asked them way up here before you even get down here. So when you're calling them to paint the perfect picture, you're touching on those impact questions that they had, those pain points, and you're refreshing to their memory that, hey, remember when you told me that? I got you covered. When you told me this, I've got you covered. And when you told me that, I got you covered. This is the perfect situation. This is the perfect house. This is the perfect this is the perfect offer that you've gotten. You know, because that's nothing. What's the offer look like that you get once you list it? What do you expect it to sell for? How fast do you want the inspections to look like? How fast do you want the appraisal process? How fast do you want this to go on the closing side? These are questions you should be asking me, right, as the seller, right? I expect a 5 to 7 day inspection period. I will not go higher than 7. I expect a 21 to 25 day close at this point. I will not take it more than 30. Someone tries to walk, I mean, Keeley had people that offered me 45 day closes, and I just laughed at them. There's no way. The other one's a 24 to 25 day close. Literally,
But even with the regular, wait, do
Even
they
with-
close with the regular?
I'll take
loan?
up to 30, yeah, up to 30, but
yeah,
nothing more than
okay,
that. Yeah.
okay.
I
was just
prefer,
thinking, like,
no, I just
of course,
prefer
with the
a
cash
21
flow
to
or something,
25. I mean, shoot,
Yeah.
we're gonna close in 25 days on a conventional loan.
That's why I got Rob now involved,
Mhm.
because I want.
Yeah, the
him to
lender
get
obviously
things
helps with that for
quicker, you
sure.
know, yeah.
But like, what are those things for your sellers? Like, you should be setting the expectations all the way through. Again, you've set the expectations of how you work on the listing appointment, right? Great. Now let's set the expectations of how the process is going to go once we're live on the MLS. Or here's the next steps, right? We're going to schedule decluttering, or you're going to have to declutter yourself, because I will literally tell my photographer, if your house is cluttered, to turn around and go home. And I will pay for, you will pay for that out of your own pocket. I'm not paying for it.
Mhm.
You will. If we walk, because you guys are probably showing up there a lot of times with the photographers, at least for the beginning part, right? To let them in,
And
right?
it's usually
Sure.
something I would try to do.
Hell yeah, I think you guys
before,
all
say,
should,
"Hey,
right?
You need to
Yeah.
do this. Here's a list of what my photographer asks for, or,
Mhm.
to help him
Oh,
on
yeah,
that.
I
Bingo.
tell them too, the
Oh, yeah.
photographer is not touching anything, so
No.
make sure your bed is made,
Yeah.
and like this and that and that.
Mhm.
and
'Cause
you
if
know
they're
those
not-
well, we see so many bad pictures.
Oh,
It's
dude,
horrible.
100%. Well, again,
I'm gonna
you
put it
have,
on Facebook
you,
and others.
and you have to set that stage,
Mhm.
set the stage that you have to have your house looking this way, and you can show them past pictures, show them pictures of Waimama, show them pictures of other ones that we've done as a group, whether it's yours or somebody else. This is what to expect as long as the house is decluttered and there's no pictures on the wall and the house looks clean, and so that you can get top dollar. Without getting top dollar, you're going to get lower offers. Just the way it is. Like, in all honesty, we probably, if we had staged Waimama, we probably would have gotten a lot more actual offers at this point. Maybe not. I'll still take that 275, 10K over list price all day. But the point is, like, okay, setting expectations of, or setting the stage of how it's going to work, what expectations they should have of the sales process, how many offers you think we're going to get, how we're going to work through those. Are you going to send them all at once? Are you going to send them individually? How are you going to set the stage of that? Do you have any questions about this process? And then answer them later. Because once the bullets start flying, that's live on the MLS, and you've got a great listing and it's going to go fast. You have to have already set the stage and have those impact questions in the back of your mind. So when the perfect offers are coming in, you're painting as this one is the perfect offer for you. It's got a 5-day inspection. It's got a 30-day or less close. It's got not assignable. It's got a $10,000 earnest money deposit. It's a conventional loan with 20% down. I've worked with this lender, painting that perfect picture so that they feel comfortable taking what offer is going to be best for you too. You don't want to, there might be a better offer on the table, but you've dealt with that dickhead agent that think you just shit doesn't stink. You can't obviously steer them away from that offer, but you can say, I've had bad luck with this agent. He's kind of pompous. He's kind of a jerk. And I don't want you, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, to have to deal with that because he's going to be a jerk. Because what's going to happen is he's going to be a jerk to me, which means I have to be a jerk somewhat to you, not in that respect, but just it's going to translate through. And I've had to deal with this guy, and he's a pain in the butt. So it's not just setting the stage and asking impact questions on selling you. It's selling the process and then selling the deal. And that goes on the buyer side too, setting expectations of how the process should work with the buyer, bless you, with once it gets under contract. What are we doing now? We're jumping into action. We're getting the inspectors out there, right? One thing I woke up at 4:00 this morning and I could not go back to sleep. And one of the things I thought about was like, how could we systemize the inspection process with KV Core? Seriously, that's how my brain works, y'all. So I thought to myself, why couldn't we put inside of KV Core all of your inspectors that are vendors? Because you can select what kind of vendors, right? And you just put #home inspection. So anytime you get a deal under contract from a buyer, you search #home inspector, and then you segment their buyer. Hey, John, Mike, Bob, Phyllis, whatever. We have you have a templated smart campaign for them, or templated email for them that says, hey, we just got this property under contract. We need to have whoever can go first, please reply. I only have a 5-day inspection period, so on and so forth, and fire that thing off and send a text out to them. Hey, I just sent you an email with a new property we have under contract. Please let me know if you can come. It's first come, first serve. I have 5 days. Who's can be out to Waimama in 3 days?
Right.
And can get me the inspection report back before 5 because they're not going to extend. Having 5 to 10 inspectors in your thing. Same with your appraisers. You could have your appraisers in there too, right? Because you guys can help steer that. You can help steer the appraisers. You know, Keely's got a list of appraisers she will and will not work with. Because like if you get that appraiser that you don't like, you can literally call the lender and say, no, I will not allow that appraiser to appraise my house. You absolutely can.
Instead of trying to figure it out afterwards. Yeah.
We've talked about doing a blacklist for here, but I was like, that's probably a bad idea. But you guys individually can have one, or you guys can have one.
Last one, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly. He was.
We all have had
he was
them.
Non-communicative. The company he worked through couldn't even get a hold of him.
Oh.
And he didn't get stuff in on time. I was so fucking pissed.
Hey Beth, I know you're kind of on mute, but do you have any questions on this? Because it's really, really important to practice this and learn this process. Do you guys have any questions on this? I mean, I know I just went way over this really fast, but John talks about it a lot in the university in the sales and negotiating training. There's lots and lots of modules about each one of these different things that really breaks it down really well.
And I think to be honest, my buy, I think she changed a little bit. You know, she wanted to get in before the end of the summer. And now I get the impression like, oh, no pressure, and she's busy, and like, but I'm going to call her again on Friday. You know, give her another week, because just called her like 1.5 weeks ago. But I'm like,
yeah, because you can literally reset the stage with her.
I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah,
you know, if
you can literally go back and reset the stage with her.
Yeah, I think I will. Because I feel like, look, if you're not motivated to buy, what's the point for me to keep on looking and treating her like a queen, yeah?
And then just setting her up on the alerts and, you know,
and just
let her go, you know?
Yeah, I did so
and
much
you know,
for her,
and you can listen. I know we all want to make sales, right? And we all want to make everybody happy. And we all want to be nice, like you said, right? And there's a delicate balance of that too. And so I want to say this with as much care as I can, but like at the same time, you have to value your time. And so it's okay to fire a customer in this situation if they're not going to put money in your pocket. And you can do it delicately in the fact that it sounds to me like you're just not super serious about it right now. And that's okay. Always come back with, and that's okay. I understand that you're not super serious right now. That's okay. But what I'm going to do for you in the meantime is I'm still going to keep sending you alerts. It's just going to be a more automated process at this point. I'm going to log into my system. I'm going to set you on automated searches. I can do even 2 of them if you'd like, or multiple of them. 2 of them obviously is the default in KV Core. I'll set you up on 2 different searches of the 2 different things you are looking for. Okay. So let's kind of reset the stage of what we're looking for, timeline and stuff like that. And I can refine that automated search for you. And then when you see something you like, because it's going to email you every day to every couple of days.
Anyway, you know,
just reiterating the situation. You know, when you see something that you like, all you got to do is email me or call me. And I'll get excited when you call me and say, you think this is the one.
Can I ask you a question about
Absolutely.
that? Because I'm kind of like questioning something about, so I hear all those things, people, they say, because of the competitive market, write the contract first and then look at the home. Get a head start. Let's see if we can get it under contract. First thing.
I think the listing agents have gotten wise to this at this point, though.
Well, that's what
I'm not accepting an offer.
Williams, that you should look at the home.
I agree with that because I'm not going to accept your offer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to accept an offer that you haven't seen it. Yeah, you can make the offer, but like, I'm not even going to review your offer if you haven't seen it. Okay. That's just me personally.
But the question is, how many agents don't look at that? I think there's a lot of agents, they don't have a clue who's looking at the house and they just look at offers. But we can still do it, and then you can still do it. Make the appointment.
But the thing is, like, if they accept your contract and you still haven't seen it, and you back out, to me and to our code, that's technically unethical.
Really, even if you just don't pay your earnest money? I thought
Yeah,
it's a
that's-
legal way to get out. No?
It is, it's just unethical to waste their time. I wouldn't say it's unethical, but it's more like the baseball's unwritten rules, right?
Okay.
You don't want to waste their time and tell the seller, again, going back to setting the stage, going on the other side of the transaction. If you're the buyer's agent, put yourself in the shoes of the seller. Hey, we just got a great offer. It's this and this and this, and they string you along for 3 days. Now you've also strung along potential other offers that you beat out. So how do you play that game without really not doing it right?
Okay.
Right? Because if you do that, then you're not only putting the seller at risk of you not actually performing, you're putting all those other buyers that just lost out on the deal. Again, that's on the listing agent though, in all reality. It's on the listing agent to present the best offer to their clients. And if they're presenting ones that they haven't seen the house, that's a pretty messed up thing. Now, granted, for me as an investor, I rarely look at the houses before I buy them anymore.
Yeah.
Someone may go look at it before because that's what the inspection period is for, but it's a catch-22. I'm always that person that I hate to be wishy-washy, but at the same time, test and measure.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
If you don't get your offers accepted after showing, then
Mhm.
maybe try it out, as
I
an
mean,
option,
if I were you guys, I would literally, again, setting the stage with your buyers. Hey guys, if you like this house when we go see it today, we're not leaving there without submitting an offer in dotloop. I'm literally going to sit there at the kitchen table and we're going to log into dotloop on my tablet or on my computer, and I'm going to write it up and you're going to sign it right here and we're going to send it, and I'm going to call the agent from right here at the table.
See,
Hey.
I'm not good enough with loop, so
You gotta
I'm
learn
so
it then.
scared to do that.
Then write it up, write it physically, and then
Okay.
scan an email right then and there from your phone, on your
Oh,
iPhone. You can
Yeah.
scan an email,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Go.
guess, yeah.
something like that. At least
Yeah,
get
I
it
would
submitted,
print it out.
Okay.
whatever, print it out, scan it with your phone, then take the PDF and then email it off to the agent, call the agent, send them a text message. Hey, I just emailed you over a solid, great offer from my buyers, and just recap it with them.
Okay.
I love agents that say, hey, here are the bullet points of my offer without just sending me a 13-page PDF.
Mhm.
$275 purchase price, $3,000 earnest money, closing this date, this many inspection days, FHA,
Yeah, any other.
Yeah.
conventional, whatever, boom, 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 boom. It's attached for your review.
Yeah.
And then call
I
them,
try
text
to-
them.
Yeah, I try to send it, I send the email with the offer and everything, and then I usually try to send a text, say, hey, I just submitted an
I
offer,
always love the
sent that
text,
over.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the
And with
details, or, you know,
pluses
Mhm.
the
and
big things,
positive
and
things, yeah.
leave it at that usually.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean,
But I
like,
wouldn't leave the house. I would not leave that house because buyers get buyer's remorse like that.
yeah,
And it's okay if they get it after they submitted a contract because they can back out.
Mhm.
Again, setting the stage. Would it concern you that my process is when we go see a house and you love it, I hear you and your husband tell me, oh my God, I could love sitting out here having coffee on the porch with the pool right there. Oh my gosh, honey, sounds to me like you want to buy this house. Let's write up a contract right now before we get out of here. Even if we go to the next one, you like it more, it's fine. I know that's kind of another thing. It's like, ew. I would be like, submit as many offers as you possibly
well,
can.
especially
Right,
right
and
now,
deal with it,
because
yeah.
it's
Right.
so, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a shit about that. Like that was a thing that lab coat agents and these fuddy-duddies agents were like, that's unethical. I'm like, fuck off. I wanted literally to be like, fuck you, you old
That's
piece of
not-
shit.
Well,
Like,
even think about it though, too, like, you're supposed to do the best for your clients. If you're literally waiting to put in an offer and then waiting till you get the answer on that to put in another, that's not doing the best for your clients, especially in this market.
Good in Colorado, well, I don't want to be in Colorado, it's not bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
so this was
Oh.
new to me, but I was
Ah.
like, wow, this is great, I can just write multiple
Well, that
offers, and
sucks, like,
I think it's great. Yeah, because, and some agents do it,
mhm,
you know, but they navigate through it, but yeah,
yeah.
no, it's nice that it's allowed here,
yeah,
for sure.
It
especially
should
in this
be.
market, because come
Yeah.
on,
Exactly.
like the
That's
chances that you get an offer accepted are not the
exactly,
highest, you
yeah.
know? But this buyer is nice, I mean, they're looking up to 650,000, so you
yeah,
don't want to lose them too quickly,
no doubt.
right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that was another call. This guy's writing up an offer on my main group.
Booyah. There you go.
He said that the client was either FHA or USDA. I was like, well, we can't do FHA because he hasn't owned it for a long
Is
time. I
is
said,
that area qualified for USDA? No shit, really? Okay.
he was saying he looked it up, and I'm gonna triple check.
Yeah.
But like I knew up in Ayersworth was USDA for a long time, and I'm sure it's still. I mean, I knew that far out.
It's basically mostly for like out in the, it's like
it's rural. It's a government backed for like rural type
Oh,
You know,
okay.
areas, for areas that
it's
aren't
100%
as
financing like
popular.
a VA loan too.
Huh.
Yeah, but it has to be rural. It has to be
It's-
like,
yeah, it's got to be in.
and there's qualifying areas on the map for it.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, this literally this whole process, and I made a joke to that girl Sonia that came the other day, that this is literally just like dating. Right?
Mhm.
You're going on your first couple of dates, you're setting the stage of how the date is going to go, how you want to live your life, what you look like, and what you're looking for in the future. You're asking those impact questions, and you're painting picture perfect to that person if you want to win them over. This literally goes in every aspect of our lives. It's a sales process. Because like I know the joke is it's in sales, you know, many sales trainers say this all the time. I think John mentions it too. And when people say that they suck at sales, I go, bullshit. Who in here is married? Y'all rock at sales because you nailed down your husband or your wife. Because you had to sell yourself to them, right? At some point. So don't give me this crap
At
that
some
you.
point,
At
yes.
some point, you.
It took me a while.
But yeah, but that's the process, though, right? There.
I don't know. I think he
Well-
just feels like
We
he's
did it,
stuck
we
with
did
me
it.
now.
Right.
Yeah, this can be applied into so many different aspects of the business. And it's just like marketing too. Your marketing is literally setting the stage of what your offer is going to look like, right? You know, like We Buy Houses postcards, to give you an example. Cash, quick close, no inspections, no repairs, blah, blah, blah. They're setting the stage right there. When they call in, you're asking them impact questions. Now, you know, how much are you looking for the house? Tell me the condition of the house. Picture perfect. Well, if I could pay you cash and I could close on your timeline with no inspections and take care of that probate situation and talk to all the other heirs for you, supply them with all the reasons why you'd want to take this cash offer. Would you sign my contract today? Yes, no, okay, why not? You didn't do a good job asking impact questions, but like your marketing all funnels into this process too. You can, and the thing with the impact questions, like if you are literally mailing it to a probate thing, you're giving some terms of setting the stage, but you're asking those impact questions. Are you tired of dealing with the probate house you inherited? You can literally be part of your marketing message. Same with like if you're dealing with expired listings for you guys. Have you been bombarded by other agents that can't cut it? I'm the person in this area that's the best agent, or part of the best team. If you guys don't feel comfortable using yourself, you can say you're part of one of the best closing teams in all of Tampa Bay, blah, blah, blah. Leverage the team, right? And then you can paint all that in one marketing piece. We can help solve that for you by blah, 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 blah. Call me today. Call or text me today. It literally works for every aspect of the business and in your personal life too. Pretty crazy.
Can I
I
ask
might
you
have
another
to go
question
and
about
practice
Katie
it on
Core?
Brian.
Yeah, you should. You got something?
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I took myself off mute. I apologize.
Good.
I'm sitting in the waiting room right now. Doctor's appointment.
I gotcha. I have no. Does anybody know how to turn oh, there's the volume button. I just got this new TV. There we go. It's like the smallest remote in my entire life.
With a big TV.
The biggest TV I've ever seen. Were you at a KV Core
Well,
question?
with Katie Core, you know, the playbook was on a listing yet,
Mhm.
so I'm like, okay, I know it's there. So
Mhm.
once
You can use it for other listings though.
Okay.
As long as you call, like, so for the Waimama deal,
Mhm.
you just ask Caitlin, hey, do you mind if I run a playbook for that?
Okay.
You can do it for any of the listings that we
I
have.
think everybody's pretty okay with it.
I would
think
imagine
there's
so, but I
any
still
bad-
recommend, like you guys asked, just shoot them a text
Oh,
and
no,
say,
of
you know what I
course.
mean? Like,
I
hey,
would, you
I'm
know,
trying to get some more buyer leads for this
Okay.
this area. You know, I would love to see if I could run a playbook for your thing, and it's on my dime. I'm just trying to drive traffic
Does
to
it
your.
still work if it's like a property that's gone pending already? Can we still do that?
I
Like,
think so. Yeah.
because I mean, the buyers don't really know, you know. until-
I don't know if I would or not, but that's why it's so important. You guys, like, we do more of these and we get these back up and running a little bit better, because then that way we are a little bit
more aware. Of
more
what's
aware of
going
what
on.
happens.
We can do it.
What if there was a way inside of KV Core where it could like alert everyone in the in the brokerage, like, hey, new listing by Caitlin when you did Mama. I wish it would say to everyone, and that's part of the playbook thing.
It
It is part of the playbook, but not everyone's using it.
But yeah, you'd have to actually do the playbook. Yeah, we
It
got the
actually was
emails
really
and everything.
nice,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
was like,
noticed.
oh, cool.
That was
Yeah.
really nice.
The whole
So
thing
that's
is- the whole
So
playbook
you
thing is
haven't
amazing.
used it for yours.
No.
Okay. So the next one is the core listing, yeah? The
Mhm.
core listing.
I don't know anything about that one,
Oh,
honestly.
that's the training I did last week. It's part of the core social. Core
Okay.
listing, same thing, like it just.
Is that the one we were
one
watching the
click on the
webinar on?
button?
No, that's
Or
the
like
seller leads.
Okay.
Which I'm
Pretty
trying
easy,
now,
too.
so nothing yet.
Okay. Core listing.
You said that, and they said those are more intent. Like,
Yeah, for
Higher
selling,
intent.
there's gonna be less leads, but more intent.
Wait, which one?
I
The
just did some
seller
seller
leads.
leads
with KV
with
Core.
KV Core. It's
Oh,
They've
brand
got
new.
it separate, yes.
Oh,
We were
you
watching the
do?
webinar on it, yeah,
Oh, really?
on Friday, yeah. I was thinking
$500
about
is the
doing-
minimum
How much
per
is
month, and
that?
they do it by zip code.
I was thinking about doing it for like road review.
I don't know, I'm still with my buyers. I get a lot of leads,
Mhm.
but
They're
my
tough.
husband says just do it for a year and
Mhm.
just fill your database.
Well, that's the
Because
thing.
I said everyone on a alert, well,
Mhm.
not alert, market report for the area they're looking in.
Mhm.
So automatically every month they get an email from me. I've started the bomb video, so I
Good.
That's what it
included
sounds like
some.
Elizabeth
in
was
the-
doing too, was the
Yeah.
bonbon videos for something.
I added especially one when once they get on my KV4 in my CRM, the
Mhm.
first email instead of just the text to them,
Mhm.
first the text and then right away they get an email with me. So it's like
That's
you
perfect.
know who you're talking about, you know,
Yeah.
what's on the other side of the.
I like that.
Yeah. So and then I have another one later on. I don't know. I thought it was nice because then it's more personal.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to make
thinking
everything a
about
little
too,
more
is I
personal
still-
and
And
work on it. But I'm thinking though,
yeah,
do you think I should switch to regular Google Ads? So, what's your opinion on that?
Whoa, hang on one second.
I think the question is, what is the difference between them and everything, and what works better for you in here? You know?
I think with the Google Ads, your SEO goes up. So people find you, and when they call you, they want to work with you. What it's more about.
Yeah.
It's a different approach. What I was thinking, maybe I should stop the KV4 and then do that. for
Which one?
3 months.
Which KV Core are you doing?
The KV4 ads, Google Ads.
Google Ads.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you want to do them on your own? Is that what you're saying?
Honestly, I wouldn't want to manage them myself.
That's the issue.
Honestly,
It's a
that's-
management nightmare.
No, not my own, but Lindsay did. But the
Well,
Google
Lindsay
Ads-
managed on her own.
Oh, the ads as well? Oh,
Mhm.
she did.
Yeah,
Oh,
she manages the owns ads on her own.
And she
okay.
just turned them off, actually.
I think she did because
said-
they work and they don't. It's just like KV Core
Same as-
Facebook,
yeah.
and it's just like KV Core seller
Like,
or
I
anything.
See a home now, and I want to. Yeah. Maybe just keep it.
I would. And the thing is, you got to remember. So I'm gonna put this up here, and I'll share my screen. I don't know how many of you guys have watched this or not, but it's there for you guys to understand. I'll share my screen now. So Beth, if you can hear it, you'll be able to at least see it. But if not, it's in your KV Core at the top. I don't know how long this video is. I think it's like 5 minutes. Come on, man. To share your computer sound.
Why is there two up there? Is there a reason there?
What is going on here? What in the world?
It's funny, this videos.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I make sure we stitch. Jesus, so. All right. Look at you.
Here we go. If this works now.
Anyway, I'm so happy I'm done with Amazon.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine.
know it's not an income at the moment, but the freedom I have.
Yeah.
And my body kind of starts to heal again.
Right.
It's really tough.
I can't
It's really hard
can't
on my
imagine.
body.
I don't know why we're having trouble with this.
Come on. Making me look like an idiot here. Come on. It's because the internet is not connected. That would be why. Oh, that's weird.
That's another agent.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh my God. How do they all came out of the woodwork?
That's been.
I don't know why this is going so slow.
Did the Redfin one the right one or not? Massachusetts. He's moving from Massachusetts. So he was the one who contacted us. And then he said, oh, my brother already contacted a Redfin agent. But who knows? Like,
Oh.
not everyone
Okay.
signs contracts, so they're still maybe open.
The Redfin system is very interesting to me because you've got your showing agent.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got these separate.
Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you guys
Very
about
good.
something that I've learned from a lot of you guys that are just getting started in the business. And this is actually really helpful for those of you who
What in the world? Come on.
So, I think let's be fair in a few minutes. It's frustrating, huh? I think I know
Try
what
this
I-
again.
it's how it's been. Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
I only congratulate Jacqueline. I really forgot. I even forgot posting something for Jeremy too. It's like I'm such a bad wife right now. I don't have the Wi-Fi one. When we tried this,
It's the Outfast
The
one.
old Outfast one.
Same as the old
So
Outfast
if
one.
your computer knew the,
it's not taking it, and we tried because we had like a print screen of it, and I tried to type it down twice. It's not. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
It's not the one on the router.
it's the
It's
one
like starts
from.
with it starts with PTW.
PT. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's from
Okay.
the old thing, so like. if
But
you-
I don't understand why it's not just clicking it because it was
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Mine is neither.
Just pulled it out.
just
That
pulling it
mine,
up,
like this thing needs to replace really bad.
and it's still working.
Also, by the way, I'm gonna have to chat with you sometime. It's gonna involve stuff I'm doing.
Okay. Okay.